Hey losers. We all have to take pictures. Okay, maybe not all of us. However, for those that do, what happens when you take a picture of something or someone, and when you go back to look at the picture, something that is there shouldn't be there. Anyway, there are many situations in history in which this very situation happened. So today, I present you the top 5 pictures that should not exist. At first sight, this looks like a very ordinary picture. Try looking closer. Behind one of the kids' heads, you will see what happens to be an extra thumb. The person who took this photo has no idea where it came from, even stating that there was no one else there aside from the 4 children and himself. One of the boys said that he felt something running down his back, but only for a few seconds. What was it? A ghost? Alien? Or that weird small kid who eats rats for breakfast down the block? This painting was created in the mid-1480s, and although this isn't a photo like the rest on the list, it's still pretty creepy. This painting is known as the Madonna de Saint de Giovino. This painting leads many alien theorists to claim that it depicts extraterrestrial objects. This picture depicts something very unsettling above Mary's right shoulder. You can clearly see a round, spiky object reminiscent of modern-day depictions of UFOs. Flight travel was not to be invented for another 400 years, and there was no known phenomena that could explain this strange shape in an otherwise standard painting for the era. Did people back then see something we didn't? That or someone decided to paint without their morning cup of coffee. The year is 1941, the grand opening of the Sound Forks Bridge in Canada. This photograph supposedly depicts a time traveler wearing dark shades. His clothing and sunglasses he is wearing don't seem to be matching anyone else's clothing. This clothing is also nowhere in the style of this time. Take a closer look at that camera around his neck. This too is strange, as the camera he is using was not to be invented for another 30 years. Well, you know what this means. He obviously went back in time to be the world's first hipster. Ever had a favorite part of the couch, or a place in the house you claim as your own? So did Lord Combermere. Lord Combermere got hit by a horse-drawn carriage in the year 1891. During his funeral, his family hired a photographer to take some family photos. His funeral took place over 4 miles away, and while his family attended the funeral, the photographer prepared the camera. When the photos were developed, there was an apparition of Lord Combermere sitting in his favorite chair. The nerve of some people. He's so greedy even after his death. That man will not let anyone take his dang chair. And Lord Combermere, if you're watching this, I mean no disrespect and I love you. Please don't kill me. It's 1959. Mabel Chinnery was spending the day at a cemetery visiting her mother's grave. She wanted to finish off her last roll of film, so she took a picture of her husband who was in the front seat of her car waiting for her. When she went to go get the pictures developed, she made a very disturbing discovery. One of the photos had her deceased mother in the back seat of her car. The husband said there was a cold chill as he waited for her in the car, even though it was at least 80 degrees out. He also said he felt hairs on the back of his neck stand, almost as if someone were breathing on him. If this doesn't give you chills, I have no idea what will. Well, that's it for this countdown. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully something like this happens in your lifetime.
Bye, losers.